Hi, I'm Roy, and today my topic is about the rhetoric of dress in the communication. When we human beings were first appeared on the earth, we were covered with our body hair, however, as the body hair faded, the cold weather became the biggest problem. So as a result, the first clothes were born. We took the fur from other animals and make our own clothes to against the cold weather, and mm, and those clothes just look like this. As you can see, this clothes looks very simple, and their main form and their main function is just to keep our warm. And now let's move to the main content. Here is my content. I will introduce four I will introduce four different ways that we use the rhetoric of jazz in communication, and they are the first one is the communication in our daily life, and the second one is uh, the the rhetoric of jazz in the intercultural communication, and the third one is in the formal occasions. That means the formal communication, and the last one is the nudism. Okay, first, now let's look at the communication in our daily life. Um, this kind of communication always happen between our friends and the families or those strangers that working around us. That means in our social environments, and we usually wear a variety of clothes in our daily life. And for example, we can wear the casual clothes or sportswear. And through those clothes, we can reflect what we are going to do today, and what do we feel about this day, uh, and we can judge whether the question uh, we ask others is appreciated by their clothes. For example, you will not ask a girl who wear a long skirt to have a running with you, right? Just look like this the girl in these pictures. So uh so and emotions can also affect what how we dress for that day. For example, one of my friends, she when she is in a good mood, she will dress up very carefully. She will choose a beautiful dress and and paint a perfect makeup. And but once she is in the bad mood, she looks like just a different person from what she looked in the casual days. And next, I want to introduce the rhetoric of jazz in the intercultural communication. I believe this topic is not very strange to you. I mean the intercultural communication. Every interaction we have with our professors is just a kind of intercultural communication. And in the Oxford dictionary, intercultural communication is defined as an umbrella term for interaction between people from different cultural or subcultural backgrounds. In this kind of communication, we will meet people from other we will meet people that from different cultural backgrounds. At this time, we can judge their culture by the clothes they wear. For example, the Muslim women, um, they will always wear a head scarf on their head. Therefore, when we are communicating with those kind of women, we must we'd better to give their enough safety distance to to keep their in a appreciate in a perfect distance to show our respects, because we know that the Muslim women view their own integrity very much, value their own integrity very much. And the second is that when we know the culture of the people we are going to communicate with, we can be ready for ourselves. For example, the quality of the business suits were paid a lot of were very important in some European countries like Spain or Italy. So if you got an interview of a Spanish company or an Italy company, you'd better to choose a better quality. You'd better to choose a business suit with a better quality, and then the same things also happened in the formal communication. We often see the use of the rhetoric of jazz in the business communication, the political communication, or some important meetings. Closing in these occasions often represent uh, the different status of the owner. For example, in ancient China, officials at different levels had different clothes. In the Ming Dynasty, officials were divided into four levels. The lowest ranking officials will wear the blue clothes, and the third level officials will wear the green clothes, and the second level officials wear the red clothes, and the highest level officials will wear the purple clothes. And in addition, people's dress can also reflect the formal degree of the occasion. If we entered a situation that we are not familiar with in accidentally, we can the dress that people in that occasions wear can also help us to make a judgment, and make to help us to make the right response for their questions or their talking topic. And the last kind of rhetoric of jazz a very extreme one. There is a thing that things will develop in a opposite direction when they become extreme. And the strongest rhetoric of jazz is no jazz. May I ask first, may I ask a question that may I ask you, what would you feel if a man stood in front of you and without any clothes, and express all his body to you? I think I will feel a little bit afraid, because the man in front of me take off all his clothes, and as if he take off all his defense and becomes weak. But I cannot do anything to him, because I don't know what he does he want to do. I can see him through just at a glance, but it seems that I can't do it. And I think nudity is considered to be the nudity is considered to be the lowest pose of the people, and the people use it to express their most powerful voice. Just imagine that a naked man standing in front of you, and saying that you can look at my body, you can insult me, and I do not have anything to fight back. You, however, have no power to stop what I'm doing. So many people protest naked, like the civilians who drop their weapons in the war against the war, or for example, many cyclists ride naked on the road to express the risk that they encountered from the car, and many naked people protest against the the cruel killing of animals because of the fur trade. So, in conclusion, although clothes are our daily necessities, they represent many characteristics of us, and we can get to know each other through their clothes, and we can also express ourselves by our clothes. And um, at the same time, nudism as the extreme dress rhetoric also has a very strong position. It is just like the form of performance art, um, turning the weakest into a powerful way to express the emotions, to express the feelings, and it is worth learning rhetoric. It is worth learning rhetoric of jazz to help us to have a better communicate, to strengthen our voice to speak other to when we speak to others. So that is my introduction about the rhetoric of the jazz, and here's my reference. And thank you for watching.